Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the podcast. So, today we're going to be talking about the breakups, the boundaries, and the glow ups. Okay, so we've talked about dating disasters, ghosting, and the soft girl era. But today we're getting real. This one's for anyone who's cried over a man, deleted the same number 5 times, or healed so hard they don't even remember his name.
We're talking about the post-breakup, the chaos, and the comeback afterwards.
I'm joined by my sister Nancy. Y'all already know she's back with the spice. And our girl Jordana, who's been through it and came out glowing.
Yep, I'm back, and I'm bringing the spice. We're talking about the post-breakup chaos and the comeback.
Because rock bottom is just the trampoline to the glow up.
Yes, let's get into it. The breakups. What really went down? Okay, first things first, breakups. Let's each give the short, dramatic version of a breakup we went through that really shifted something in us.
Okay, so this is a tough one to talk about, but I'm going to say I had the guy who wasn't ever ready to commit, yet he constantly was committing back to his ex-girlfriend. But every time he was with me, he wasn't able to. This is a very long, drawn-out story. I don't really want to get too much into it, but I was basically on and off with a guy for a few years, and I later found out that it was basically like when we were on, things were with us, but then when we were off, he was constantly going back to his ex, and it was on and off for like quite some time, which really played with my head and made me really second guess myself and my feelings and like everything.
Okay, so my dramatic breakup story would be with my ex. So someone I wasn't really compatible with. He was just basically the wrong person for me at the end of the day. I feel like that just sums up the whole thing. Everything fell off from the beginning of the relationship all the way to the end. There were a lot of red flags throughout the whole relationship that maybe I ignored a little bit in the beginning, but I ended up leaving him at the end, and everything was just so much better after that. That's
Amazing.
basically it.
Amazing. I honestly feel like, though, we do skip over the red flags at the beginning. I know with mine, uh, he said, "You're too emotional every time I had feelings." So anytime I felt anything and I would try to like talk to him, um, basically he just put me down all the time. I realized I actually wasn't too much, and he was just too emotionally unavailable, I would say. Also, like unavoidant attachments. Um, a lot of people, I think, like men in general, have those. Just even like daddy issues and all that stuff, mommy issues, everything. So it plays a huge part, in my opinion. I don't know.
Yeah, the red flags is a huge one, and like I also completely ignored it, the red flags, and like I think I was just and also delusional of the whole relationship. Like I think I fantasized what I wanted the relationship to be in my mind, and started thinking that's what it actually was, but in reality it's not what it was at all. And like
Okay, so just like a quick little like rundown about my relationship. So I think I've always seen the red flags from the very beginning, and I just kind of ignored it. So I just remember my first date being like, okay, it's fun, he's chill, like it's good. Like we'll see what kind of happens. Like I don't really know him like that. The date went well, but I wouldn't say I was like super attracted to this guy. I felt really off, and I just kind of ignored it. Where the second date, I remember I like came home and I was like to Nance, I'm like, this guy is not the one. Like he came on the date, I could tell he was like super like upset. I was like, what's going on? I found out that he was just really tired because he went out with his friends like the night before, like till like 4 a.m. And then we ended up going on like a little hike that morning. So it was like around 11. And just even from like that whole like second date, I was like, this guy is not for me. Like I'm not into this at
You
all.
always know in the beginning. Your
Mm-hmm.
body doesn't lie.
But then the third date, he kind of took me out for like my birthday, and I was like, oh my god, this guy's so sweet, like so cute, like I actually like him, like maybe like something I could see something here, maybe like let me like give it a try. Worst decision I probably ever made. I think I was just like, I really wanted like a boyfriend. I really
Yeah.
wanted to be with
And you
someone.
paint a picture of the person, I feel like, and you make up this whole thing in your head about them, and then they're
Yes.
not actually like that.
Yes. And I think like they say, oh, go on like that third date. Like you really know on that third date. You don't. Like
No.
you know on that first date.
Yeah.
When you go out on that first date, you know automatically. Like they say, like
Yeah.
when you see your person, you know your person.
Yeah.
And like on that first date, that should tell you if that's like your person or
Exactly.
not.
Even how you feel after the date too. Like if you're happy or excited, that's a big thing.
Exactly. And I feel like I was like that was the thing. I was excited to see him, but definitely like that second date like ruined it for me.
So, what
And
was
then,
something that really made you realize that he wasn't the right one for you, Rach?
well, like towards the very end, I would say it's the fighting. Like that's all we ever did. It was like I got into the car and like him not even like trying to start a conversation or anything. Like I'm already annoyed. Like I don't even want to be in the car with you at this point. Like why am I sitting here in silence and oh like how was your day? Like it was always me like coming up with conversation or like
Yeah.
even me leaning in like me like hey like let's kiss like ooh like I missed you like haven't seen you in so long or whatever. And it's like me always asking for attention, me always like doing anything just to get like anything from.
I actually, yeah, can agree with that too. And it turns into like this weird, like toxic clinginess. And then you feel like, wait, am I clingy? Wait, I'm not clingy, but like constantly like this craving of this attention and like validation for everything. And like you're like, do you even like me? Like you shouldn't be feeling so confused and having like and like the only form of interaction is a toxic fight that doesn't even get resolved ever because they end up still doing the same thing over and over again.
So yeah, I noticed you guys have like more of that clinginess with your previous relationships, but mine was more the opposite. So my ex was very clingy to
Mm-hmm.
the point where he would bother me like 24/7. This was so long ago, but there was no space at all. Like I would talk to him morning till night, all day, every day, and I would see him like
Messaging or
yeah, texting me,
phone?
snapping me, calling me at night.
Oh wow.
It was constant to the point where like leave me alone. Like I need my space. I'm my own person.
No, exactly. And I honestly see, I don't feel like I like clingy. I didn't feel like I really actually
It's
was clingy in
annoying.
the end of it because I didn't text throughout the day. Like I'd be like, hey,
Yeah.
like how's your day going kind of thing. But I
Yeah.
wouldn't be like what are you eating?
No, no, I think it's just like normal to want affection from someone. I feel like that's normal. It's more
Yeah.
the clinginess of being up someone's ass.
Yeah, my clinginess wasn't I wasn't clingy. Like after looking back on it, I realized I wasn't clingy, but it was like he was dropping like like breadcrumbing, like dropping little breadcrumbs to
Yeah.
keep me hooked, and it was like microdosing
That's the
on it.
worst.
Yes, and I was like, so any form of affection, any form of attention that he gave me, I'd be like, and I'd be like, yeah, let's do it, let's hang out, let's be together, and like, I just blew it up.
All right, let's go into our healing 101, guys. What helped us? Okay, now let's talk about the glow up. The healing, the shift, what actually helped, not the advice people say works, like just move on, but what worked for you.
I hated the advice just move on because I felt like people didn't understand what I was going through because I was like, but you guys don't get it. Like we have this connection and like I can't just move on from him. So even the whole block, like I know some people like they do the blocking. I couldn't even do that. I just had to like literally I went through therapy. Therapy was one thing that really helped me. I did walking. The gym was a huge help. My fitness classes also a huge help because it kept my mind busy. And also I had to say going to work kept me really
Hmm.
busy and it
Yeah.
actually made me forget a lot about it. So, yeah.
So there are a few things for me. No contact was a big thing, and that wasn't easy, and it didn't happen right away after I broke up with him. I still talked to him a little bit after we broke up, and then I decided to finally block him because he wasn't getting the hint and he was bothering me. So basically, my ex wouldn't leave me alone after I dumped him. He showed up to my work a few times. He also came to my house. But first, let me back that up. He went to a bakery near my house. He wanted me to meet him there. I said no like 10 times. He bought a box of cannoli, okay?
Yum.
I said no, I don't want them. He brought it to my house, left it on my porch. After that, I'm like, I need to completely block him. He needs to go because he's never going to leave me alone. Like it was constant. And then I felt like I would see the car that he drove. I felt like I saw it. I would hear it down my street.
Oh God.
And yeah, I was like paranoid. So I really had to block him, or else he would have never left me alone. And he would probably be messaging me to this day, to be honest.
So that's a good example of like needing to actually block someone because
Yeah.
that's crazy. I feel bad for the cannoli.
I know. I didn't eat them though, I think. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't think I ate them.
I'd probably still eat them.
Because it's an energy thing, I feel like. Like, he gave them to me. I don't want anything to do with you.
Yeah.
You bought them. That's your money. You paid for them. I don't want.
Yeah, I had a girlfriend too, something similar. He wasn't stalking her or anything like that, but any gift he sent her, she's like, Nance, I just tossed it in the garbage because I don't want that negative energy. So that's really good, actually.
Definitely.
It's kind of crazy that you guys actually got gifts because I never did.
Yeah, there's just
I never
a lot
got
of
gifts.
things that are strange.
Oh,
No,
but the
gifts,
best
though could be a red flag.
But the best
definitely.
though is when he tried to apologize and he brought me like blue roses and I asked him, "Why'd you get me blue?" Because it's your favorite color. Bitch, my favorite color is purple. Like,
but that shows he's trying to buy you too. Why are you
Yeah.
why is he giving you flowers? Like, it's apologizing?
no.
I think a hug and a kiss is more than enough. Why are you buying me stuff?
Actually, like I
Weird.
feel like he should be buying me stuff because I feel like I am well deserved. He never bought me anything in the relationship, and at that point, the flowers were like the least he could do. A big one for me was I deleted like a lot. It took me a while, but I started off with like the pictures because I would literally look at the pictures and just see his face and be like, oh my God, like you look miserable. I look miserable. Like, I don't even want to look at this. This is not something I really want to have. So, like, first was my pictures with him. Then I also, well, actually, no, I would say I blocked him on everything. And then I deleted like the pictures of us. And then I would say I ended up, it took me probably about the whole year to actually delete the messages.
I was the worst because I blocked and unblocked like 1,000 times. And then I deleted the number. And then the number was memorized in my head. And I was like, oh my God, I still know the number. Then I would go and re-add the number just to see if I could see an update. It was so bad, so toxic. I don't even know who that person was, like what came over me. It's like I felt like I was stuck in this bubble of like insanity, and everyone else around me was like able to see so clearly, but I just could not see it clearly.
Yeah. I would say even for me though, like I did the exact same thing. I did block him, then I unblocked him. And then I also went away like twice. I did Florida and I did Mexico.
Yeah, change of scenery.
Guys, it did not help.
No, it still helps.
Okay.
For sure.
So Florida, he actually ended up coming back while I was there. Said he was going to book a flight to come see me down there and all this stuff. So I was like, oh God, like.
I knew he was lying. This was all like gaslighting.
But if he did that, I think I actually would have taken him back. Honestly, he did not. I was actually grateful he didn't. He ended up telling me everything he actually did while we weren't together for like that month, not even like that week or whatever.
This man barely showed up to our house for a party on time, and you thought he was going to fly to Florida to see you?
Okay. But that's just the thing. Like, honestly, like, he made me always think he was going to actually do something, but like, literally, actions speak louder than words. And all he ever did was use his words and never actually showed actions. But so he came back when I was in Florida and I actually talked to him. My last couple of days in Florida, I was like, you know what? Like, this is draining me. Like, I'm in Florida right now. Why the hell am I letting this guy come back and like ruin my trip? And I just like was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not gonna lie, I did cry. I cried to my mom. My dad was like, what the hell's going on
She
here?
cried to me.
Okay, I cried a lot, but like, you need to cry. You need to let it out.
Yeah, that's a good way of actually letting it out.
That's when I actually ended up blocking him on everything. I didn't let him like see anything of my, like, that I was doing, stuff like that. Then stupidly went onto Twitter. Didn't realize that he was actually stalking my Twitter. I didn't know he had my Twitter. And he was stalking it. So I remember I like posted like a picture of like my tickets. I was going to like the future Metro Boomin concert, and this guy's like now subtweeting me. Then after I'm in Mexico and I'm
He's a
posting.
boy.
He's a boy.
That's a boy, a high school boy doing that.
But that's the thing. I was actually in Mexico though, and this guy is writing in his bio like to me, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Like, I want you back. I miss you. In his bio.
So funny.
Then he's subtweeting me. This guy goes to Dominican and ends up like calling me there. And I stupidly was like, okay, yeah, let's talk it out. Let's see like if we can actually make it work, if you're actually serious. The guy had a whole nother girl. He had a whole nother girl. He's still calling me.
The other woman, always.
And like it broke me. And I think like I actually had to go through all of that to realize I am worth so much more. And
Yeah.
like that's the thing. It was like I don't think I was ever really the dramatic one. I wasn't really out here in my bio. Like I was like, why don't you call me? Why don't you actually text me? Like you have my number.
Also, a man wouldn't do that.
They
That's
would not.
clearly a boy.
Clearly.
I can't get over that. That's weird.
So, not to mention though, in Mexico, I'm also posting like, remember Jordana with the guys that we met in Mexico, and I'm posting with
Boys.
them, literal boys. This guy got so jealous though, and instead of actually like calling me up and being like, "Hey, I want to see you," he went and slept with another girl.
Well, he's a loser. But also, see how those trips helped you? Like,
Oh
it
my
brought
God.
those things to light.
Yeah.
So if you didn't go on those trips, that you wouldn't have felt the things that you felt.
But I got a really nice tan out of that trip.
And see, and you got a
I
tan.
had a glow up.
Yeah.
Like I looked bomb.
It's worth it.
Like my tan lines were like insane. I kind of want to go back.
Same.
The glow up era. Let's talk about the post breakup glow up, because yes, it's emotional growth, but also, let's not lie, it's getting hotter, glowing harder, and loving yourself louder.
So I don't even know what to say for this, but like I would say for myself, like it was like spending time with friends and doing things that like were meaningful to me, and realizing, oh, people who do want to spend time with me, that really helped me like realize my own potential within myself.
Yeah.
Also just like doing things that I loved, and I was like before, like going for walks, exercising and stuff, and I just felt like those things brought a better glow to myself.
No, I totally agree with that. I think a huge one for me was even starting to like running and like working out.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys heard Taylor Swift's song Down Bad, but where she's like singing like crying in the gym. That was legit me. Like I remember like
relatable.
I'm lifting weights and I'm like
bawling
"Yo,
your
like, I
eyes
can't do
out."
this anymore. Like I'm done. And like I think like I couldn't even actually lift weights because I was just getting so sad and depressed about
Yeah.
it. So like getting outside, being with nature was a huge one.
Yeah. very
Like I
healing.
live like near the ravine, so like I'm going down to the ravine with my dog and just like we're either running, we're just sitting looking at like the water and stuff.
Yep.
And it just felt like nice to breathe in that fresh air.
Definitely.
So like even like right now, guys, like we're
just
sitting
being
outside and like just having like the birds chirping around me, like in the
Yeah.
sun shining.
It's very therapeutic.
Yes,
for sure.
like it's like that time, you know?
Yeah, that helped me too. Definitely
Yeah,
being
definitely.
outside and alone. So like I found that being alone and really focusing on yourself is what really helps you after a breakup. So like no dating, talking to guys, like, and actually working on yourself and knowing what you like, what you don't like, also what you learned from your previous relationship. That's what really helps you for your next one, whoever you're
100%.
going to end up meeting.
And I would say even for me, like I definitely stand by that whole like don't date after that relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I remember like I was like, I need to get back out there. I need to like meet someone new. I need to like feel that spark with someone now. Like he's out here with all these new girls. Like I need to go. Like I felt like a competition, and I was like, I need to go find someone now. And I was like hanging out with anyone because I was like, okay, like you're
Right.
giving me attention, great, let's go. And then I'd be like, okay, let's take a picture. I want to make him jealous. Like it was like
Oh
stupid stuff like
no.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree that like you need to have that time where you are alone. I find a lot of people get into relationships and like they're in one relationship and like not even 2 months pass and they're
They're
suddenly
just
talking to
jumping
someone
to,
else and they're
yeah.
in another relationship. And it's like you need time on your own. I would say a good six months to a year sometimes
Yeah,
even,
depending
right?
on their relationship for
Yeah.
sure.
And depending on how long that past relationship was
Yeah.
too, right? But I think having time on your own, but it's really difficult for some people to be alone, right? They just need to constantly be with someone.
See, and that's the thing. I think I actually needed to be alone, but me like not realizing like that's what I needed to do to heal.
Yeah.
And
That's where you heal is when you're alone.
oh,
You
a
can't
hundred
be with
percent.
someone. Well, you can be with someone and heal too, but really it's when you're by yourself.
Mm-hmm. And I remember even like coming to you, and I was like, okay, like I'm gonna like do my whole like little glow up. I came and like I got a facial from you guys.
Yeah.
Jordana does facials, so if you need her, like hit her up on Instagram, the Glowing
Thanks.
Angel. No, she's actually really good. Hands of an angel, I swear.
Thanks.
Um, but yeah, like it was like doing like self care stuff.
Hmm.
And the real glow up really does come from like when you like hear their name or like see something about them and it just doesn't even phase you anymore. Like you're just kind of like, I just want to be in my peace and enjoy my time and like
Yeah.
finally like it just doesn't phase you. I think that's the true glow up because when like in my opinion, he was a narcissist, the guy I was with,
Mm-hmm.
and like he fed off any energy I gave him, whether it was positive or negative. He fed
Mm-hmm.
off of it, and that's what kept bringing him back to me.
Mm-hmm.
I fed off just getting the attention.
Mm-hmm.
But now, like once I've really focused on just finding my peace, focusing on people who actually wanted to be around me, and I wanted to actually be around them without fighting and arguing all the time, like it doesn't. You just kind of learn to like get away from the drama.
And just having that like forgiving aspect to you, like I could be pretty forgiving, and I feel like I gave him a lot of chances. So like that was like a huge thing for me though, and I would be like any sign I would see, like I would see his car, like I would just see like the car, like I'd be like,
Hmm.
oh, like that's his like car like logo
You
or
were
it's a sign.
traumatized.
It's a sign like I'm meant to be with this guy. And like just anything that would like I'd be like, oh, like I see his favorite like snack or
Or
something.
R plus something on the bench, and you're like,
Oh
oh my
my
god, it's a
god.
sign.
Yes, when I was seeing
And
our initials,
yeah.
that like it was like, okay, like that's a sign. And there's like a heart around our initials. I'm like, okay, I'm meant to be with this guy. Like, where is he? Like, why am I not with him? And I like think like no, guys, like if you see these signs, it's probably because like it's a
Stay
sign for
away.
like, yeah, stay away. He's dead. Like it's gone. The
Yeah.
relationship's dead. It's no longer coming back. Like it's done.
Yeah.
But like just being that forgiving person, and like it's not that you don't have self-respect or like for yourself or whatever it is, but even like growing up in like a family where we always like forgave each
It all
other
goes
and
back
like
to your family.
yes,
For
your
everything, every
childhood,
relationship,
like it's
always.
yeah, because you're always going to take your family back no matter what. So now this person that you do like you fell in love with this person and you're like, okay, like yeah, whatever to make it work kind of thing,
Yeah, and
right?
you learn a lot from your family and what they modeled to you as a, a certain type of relationship, and that's usually what we tend to gravitate towards because that's what we're used to growing up. So,
Mm-hmm.
like, let's say attracting narcs, like narcissists. Seems like we all had narc exes, and we learned something from it. But also, like
Yes.
being in like the Italian culture, it's very common with like parents like being modeled a certain way to us.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we're used to growing up. So it's all
Mm-hmm.
about learning from like your family. That's where really it stems from.
A
That's why
hundred
we
percent.
attract those relationships.
100%. And honestly, I think like my whole glow up after though was just like realizing like I needed to be alone. And if I wasn't alone, it would be with people that actually did care and loved me
Yeah.
and being with those people. And like even just going out, like me and you were going out all the time, like just doing like
Yeah.
random stuff. And it's just, it's fun. It's actually fun doing things with someone like that actually cares about you and like wants to be with
Yeah.
you, right? All right, guys, our little mini segment, Dear Past Me. Quick round. If you could send a voice note to your past self mid heartbreak, what would you say?
Honestly, I would just say, girl, fucking block him. You need to do this. Even though I literally said before that advice did not help. I don't even know if I would listen to myself, but literally I just needed to block him. If I just literally cut him out of my life, didn't give him the opportunity to keep coming back, like I think I would have been so much further ahead. And you know what? Maybe honestly, I would go and look and talk to his ex-girlfriend too. I'd be like, go fucking talk to his ex-girlfriend. Go see if
Oh
they're
my
actually
God.
broken up.
Girls, girl. That's a girl's girl. No, honestly, like we need more people like that.
So, where do I even start? I feel like there's so much I would tell to my past self. Um, Probably not to ignore any red flags. Always listen to how you feel in the beginning. When you're with
Yes.
someone, your body never lies. When you're with the wrong person, you feel very drained all the time.
Your body
It does,
rejects it.
it literally rejects. Yeah.
I agree.
Yes, especially like being intimate with someone, your body knows,
Oh my
especially if you're
God.
very sensitive to other people's
Mm-hmm.
energies.
Yes, that is a very, very good one.
Yeah, and also you deserve a lot more than you think too. So don't settle for just anyone who's interested in you and who's obsessed with you
Mm-hmm.
basically. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you're not on the same page, there's a reason for it. Like that's not your person because you would know if it's the person for you.
Oh yeah,
It's
I
all a
remember
feeling.
like just me like going back to that relationship and
Mhm.
like my body literally rejecting like him,
Yeah, it
like crying,
does.
like I was having panic attacks.
Yes, yep,
And I was like, okay, what the hell is this? Like I've never had one in
yep,
my life.
mhm,
And I just remember thinking, what the hell's happening to my body right
yep.
now? What like what's going on in my head? It's like I couldn't even breathe
Yeah,
anymore. Like
like
I
mentally
needed
you're
to
just
like
gone.
gone.
Yeah, even like just crying all the time. I would have
Mhm.
headaches often,
Yeah.
like really bad
Your
headaches.
skin, my
I never,
skin
yeah,
was
your skin
like,
doesn't lie either.
my skin was blotchy. I was like, oh my God, like, what is happening? I
Mhm.
remember, like, even like the washroom, like, I wouldn't like go to the washroom enough. I think I was like giving myself
Oh
UTIs.
no. Like you're
It's
constipated?
so weird. I literally didn't have any of these physical issues. Like,
I think it depends on the
but
person.
yeah, you
Like if you're
do.
very sensitive to other people's energies, I feel like it affects you like bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I really didn't have anything. I was going to the washroom regularly.
Okay, but like losing weight too, like
No, that's
my
a
body,
sign.
like at the beginning when I found out like what he was doing and stuff, I lost like probably a good like 20 pounds. I stopped eating a lot too. Like it was, I remember
Wow.
like going to Nancy and being like, yeah, I'm like 130 pounds now. I'm
No.
feeling so good. And she's like, okay, like how did you just lose that much weight in like
No.
1 week?
I was gaining weight.
So yeah, so then after I felt like when he actually did come back though, I was getting really nervous and I didn't
Mhm.
like it and I was actually like overeating. It felt like I was actually stress eating because I was like, okay, I don't want this
Right.
and I don't know what to do. So it's like I
Mhm.
was gaining weight too. But like I needed to gain that weight back because like I was not healthy. But it was also
Exactly.
like cuz all I was doing was working out and not eating,
Mhm.
working out and not eating.
Yeah.
So now it's like I'm working out but eating. Like I'm
Yes.
going back to like my normal
Yeah,
weight
like
and
the
that just
healthy way to do it,
yeah, exactly.
basically. So this is another thing I learned from being alone for so long is that when you're alone, you really do learn a lot about yourself. Okay, so what I really learned from being alone is that you really do find like who you really are and your peace of
Mm-hmm.
mind and everything like that. And really, when you go again dating, you want to find someone to add value to your life.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I feel like I'm in a spot where I'm like, at least I try to be very calm. I know the direction I'm heading to, like with my career and everything like that, and kind of the life that I want. And I know what I want in a guy.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm like super selective. I know if
Yes.
I meet someone, I'm not just gonna allow anyone into my life.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
it's picky, but not being
No,
picky.
no, it's just selective.
It's like you know what you want and you're gonna go for your want, like what you
Yeah.
want. And a lot of people will say it's picky, but it's not.
I know.
It's
I've
literally
I've gotten people asking me that. Are you just picky? I'm
yeah.
like, no, I'm
No.
selective. I'm not settling just for
I
anyone.
hate when people say, "Are you just picky?" Because I'm like, if you see the guys I actually picked, like you would be like, "Don't you have standards?" So no, I think as you get older too, I really like how you said that. As
Yeah.
you get older too, you start really fine tuning the things that you start realizing. Wait, I actually kind of like this quality in a partner, and I want that
Exactly.
quality in my partner, or whatever, right? So I think that's important, and I think you should try to like go for those qualities as much as possible because that's what's going to make you happy in the end, right?
Hmm.
And if you go and choose like say like you're someone you like natural products and stuff like that,
Yeah.
but if you go and choose a guy who he doesn't care about his health, he doesn't care about his eating,
Yeah,
all
it
he
just
does is
won't
eat crap,
work.
it just
It
it's
doesn't
not going
work.
to work for you.
Yeah.
Like you can always try to support him and help him see the light,
Yeah,
but
he's just
like
gonna have to want to have that kind of lifestyle
lifestyle too,
though.
right? So
Yeah.
like, why would you go choose that? Because then you're just gonna argue. He's gonna go and grab a bag of chips, and you're gonna be
Yeah.
thinking to yourself, "Well, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, here I am trying to promote a healthier lifestyle, but you're sitting here eating a
It's like
bag
the
of chips."
opposite, yeah.
Yeah,
And then even like in the
and that's like a very
future,
basic
yeah,
example.
but like living together and like what are you supposed to eat?
Mm-hmm.
Like you're gonna have dinner together. What are you eating if he's
Yeah,
not on the same page as you?
yeah.
I don't know. That's
Because
something that's crossed my
because
mind
instead
before,
of
to
making
be
homemade
honest.
potatoes, he's going and grabbing a bag of chips and calling them fries.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I would honestly say for me though, like my like little voice note is boss the hell up. Like get up, do your thing, cry if you have to cry. Like
Always cry. It's good.
talk it out, do whatever you got to do. Go to therapy. Therapy is
Journal.
amazing.
Yes.
Journaling, like I
Release
know,
writing.
release writing, burning that shit, like get it out.
Hmm.
Get away from
That
it.
really helps me.
Get rid of that
Yeah.
negativity. Like be positive because like life is only going to get better. All right, guys, life's a joke. Moment of the week. Okay, let's end on a little laugh. What's your life's a joke moment from your healing era?
So I went on a date with a guy, and I thought the date went well, and he was like, he totally love bombed me. But then after the date, we ended up having a phone call, and basically on the phone call, I ended up becoming his therapist and helping him get back together with his ex girlfriend.
Jeez, Nance, and now the guy's getting married, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, Jordana, your turn.
Oh God. So my life's a joke. So it was probably after I ended things with my ex. It was probably about a year later, probably longer actually, probably a few years maybe. Anyways, I was out with my family for Mother's Day, and then him and his girlfriend showed up at the restaurant, and we made eye
No,
contact.
no.
And as soon as we made eye contact, he moved to the side, like to hide. And then my nonna,
Oh,
like
God.
my grandma, saw him and she was like, "Oh my God, I was gonna go say hi to him." And after that, my night was ruined. I was like, shitty. I had to go to the bathroom. Like, it just messed things up.
Yeah.
It's just strange seeing your ex with someone. It's
Mhm.
not that I had feelings for him at all. It's just weird.
Mm-hmm.
I think
It's
I
like,
would be like scared. I
yeah.
would like cry.
And the fact that my nonna was like, or is obsessed with him, and she wanted to go talk to him.
Oh
I'm thinking, lady,
gosh.
calm down.
It's
That's not happening.
over.
Yeah, it's completely over. It's done.
It's done. Yeah.
She still asks me to this day sometimes, "Oh, when
Oh,
you getting back together?"
never.
Never.
Okay, so I would say for me, it was probably the time he asked me to go out for my birthday. He wanted to take me out for my birthday. So I said, yeah, sure. Awesome. So we decided to go see The Lion King in theaters, and we were waiting in line to pay for like the popcorn, and this guy tells me he needs to go to the washroom. So he goes to the washroom, and I end up being next in line, so I had to pay for the popcorn for my own
That
birthday.
sounds planned.
Mm-hmm. Probably. I wouldn't.
For your
I
own
wouldn't
birthday. This was a
Yeah.
random date with a guy?
It was our second or third date. Third
Okay, so it
date,
was another guy.
actually. But yeah, thank God I dodged that bullet. He still contacts me to this day, and he's not realizing that
Block
it is
him.
over.
Block
I did delete him on everything, and actually, he is blocked. He tried to actually talk to me through Snapchat, and yeah.
Again, why?
Yeah.
Does he
I don't have my
Snapchat?
notifications
That's weird.
on, but yeah, who
He's
knows?
a boy, another man child.
All right, guys, thanks so much for listening. If this episode made you laugh, reflect, or text your therapist, send it to a friend, leave a review, and follow for more glow up energy.
You're not too emotional. You're just done accepting less.
And you're not alone. You're evolving, and that's fucking hot.
Woo!